But yeah, I rushed that and I thought, why fix the freckles? Why this? There are plenty of mistakes in that.
Nobody really cares about freckles anyways. And with this, hello and welcome everybody to the AWKWARDCast, first episode of 2018. Awkward, AMI and Keyframe, one about random drivel. And for 2018, we decided to go a little bit more on the guest-heavy side. So we got British Ninja, and because we want to start the year up even better, we also got OblivionFall. Yeah, applause, applause, applause.
And we totally
I'm back,
prepared for Oblivion being here, and it wasn't just me dragging him in.
Yeah, he
talk about Star Wars.
Yeah, he was literally just walking into the room, and Keyframe was like, "Stay with me, I'm too alone." Okay, so with so many people here, we really need to, and 2 weeks, including New Year's and Christmas, not streaming. We probably have a lot of stuff to go through. So, British Ninja, how were your holidays?
Well, my holidays were
Only
fine.
highlights.
What?
Only highlights.
Only the highlights. Yeah, well, I came back home. I got time to chill with the family. I've been at university for a few months. That's been absolutely crazy. But best time of my life, though. Just before the holidays, I went to a gymnastics competition and competed for the first time in like 7 years and took home first place in the vault. That was fantastic. As for the holidays itself, Christmas was fine. You know, I generally had to look after the family. But New Year's just kind of got drunk, got a little bit wasted, and sort of chilled out. The main highlight of the holidays is being able to sit down.
He just got an official adult, and this is how his first New Year as an adult goes.
Anyway,
I am so proud of you, my boy. I am so proud, little brother.
Since I have been 18, I have been getting drunk much before that. But still, I still get to do it before Keyframe does, and that amuses me. So New Year's was great.
Europe, high five.
Bush. Oh, magic of editing. But still. That's about it. I saw Star Wars, the new Star Wars film. It was okay. You know, I'm glad it's going in a new direction. It's just a shame that direction is a brick wall. Yeah, I suppose that's the major highlights. I played a bit more D&D with my friends. I'm addicted. I need help. And over Christmas, I got nothing but socks, cookies, and Minion socks because my parents hate me.
Oh, they do.
I will get them. Give me a minute. Someone else can continue.
Well, you're getting your Minion socks. A&Y, tell us about your weeks.
No, guess first. OblivionFall, who is completely prepared for this.
Me?
Are we really? Oh yeah. How was your holidays? And don't talk about Magfest. We'll just talk about Magfest together because we pretty much have had the same.
My holidays was me sitting on my ass at home animating from dusk till dawn.
For the COVID.
And being signed up for a gym membership slightly too early because I'm trying to work on this project, but now going to the gym 5 days a week. Mm-hmm. That's literally been it. On Christmas, I worked all day. And
this is pretty.
So, but hey, good day, so.
Show it
Minion
again,
socks?
For the cheap price of, what is that?
They didn't even take the price off.
You can wear despicable minions on your toes at all times.
They're criminal minions too.
I know, because you know, thug life. We're all about that thug life here at the British household. Yes. So for that.
Oh my God, Max! You don't know how to dab.
It says, you know, minion life, because we are hard sons of guns over here. So yeah, that's what I bring to the AWKWARDCast.
God, your parents hate you so much.
I had to unpack them and be happy about it. I love my family a lot, but they certainly know how to troll me at the best times.
They watch Jack's films or something of the worst.
So yeah, I love wearing those as they warm the innards of my toes, and I just wriggle around in the socks, you know.
But okay,
but
so
yeah, Oblivion.
Continue.
Exactly.
Christian. Well, Oblivion just said he spent all of his Christmas just animating.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I guess. A&Y, how was your holidays?
I once again, as the previous few years since I moved to Berlin, it was like a few months before, like, Max, dear, You are coming home for Christmas, right?
Oh dear.
Sure, family. Sure, sisters. Sure, parents. I will be there. Sure. I mean, it's
Don't hurt me.
no pressure.
I promise.
anything.
No, Daddy, not the hammer.
You think giving in to the demand would be fine, but then it's like, so where are you spending Christmas Eve? With your sister or with your parents? Like you with us, right? Your nephews would like to see you. Oh, my parents. Oh, we are in Germany for the first time over Christmas for the last 3 years. You are with us, right?
Why can't we just have it together?
Can't I stay in Berlin? No. I had a good time. So I traveled there. I spent Christmas Eve with my parents and my youngest sister. The next day was a big feast with all my 3 sisters, my 5 nieces and nephews, my 2 brothers-in-law, my parents, only 1 dog, because the dogs are not very good friends, so it was only my parents' dog. So, wild, spectacular, tasty food, all good. Sadly, I did not get what I wanted for Christmas. I wanted nothing. Oh, there goes Keyframe.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean, I wished for Christmas, I wished for nothing. Instead, I got a mug. And the butters.
Hey, you got some.
Yeah,
I'll trade you.
The butters. The butters actually has history behind it. So a few years ago, my nephews kind of were like, "Hey, you like South Park, right? Yeah, sure. What's your favorite South Park character?" Butters. And for the Christmas a few years ago, I got a little, what's it called? A little board for cutting bread on it. With a
cutting board?
Yeah, with a butters engraved in it by hand by my nephew. Because your favorite South Park character, and I'm like, ooh, I just said this, but yay! And then this year he was like, here, I saw this in a store and I needed to get it for you. And I'm like, I guess Butters is now officially my favorite South Park character.
Oh, that's really nice.
No one dislikes Butters.
I know. I mean, this is Butters. Yeah, it's me. I mean, Butters is pretty great as a character, I have to admit. Also, Professor Chaos. But
can I trade you? Because that's a much better, present than, Minion socks.
No.
Thug Life Minion socks.
I got this for my godchild, so because my nephew is my godchild. But
bless.
He still has to learn how to give gifts. It was like, here, have this Butter figures. I saw it and I needed to get it for you. Oh, that's very kind. It was only €1. You should not have mentioned this last part. But yeah, Keyframe, your turn. Why I get the cutting.
Well, yeah, first of all, Ninja, don't give him the Minion socks. Knowing him, he would wear them proudly.
What do you think the plan is? Jeez, you know nothing.
Are you going to mail him a Minion care package?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
that's adorable.
Oh my god, that kid's a better drawer than me.
But
you don't want to know how young he is.
Well, first of all, he probably doesn't use the term drawer, you frickin' cretin.
Well, this is not just drawn, this is carved or burned into the wood, so...
Yes, he burned it with a flamethrower.
Nice. But my holidays, they were fine. I went back to Indiana to spend Christmas with the family, which is the first time I've done that in 2 years, and it was okay. Most of the cousins came down. The 2 good cousins I have, one from Indianapolis, he is essentially the cousin version of Max in the sense of he just insults me all the time and I insult him back, but we're best friends.
You're welcome.
But no, the best part was they did a Secret Santa or something this year. I wasn't involved. And he got my cousin Billy, who's a shithead cousin, a megaphone. That's like you just are like, it's a megaphone. You yell into it, or you talk into it. Since Billy didn't come to Christmas, we were just using it the entire night, and we were like, "This is our present now." And we kept yelling to our aunts in the kitchen and everything, being like, "Kelly, will you come into the living room?" But the other thing was everyone was pretty docile and nice because my other cousin, Robert, who's in the Navy, had a baby 2 months ago, little baby Lane, who's adorable. And I think he liked me because I was the only one he didn't puke on.
Tactical puke.
Yeah, he never puked on me. And my aunt Anne, who's a good aunt, I lived with her for a little while. She got a new puppy. She got this little puppy dachshund named Howie, and he's the cutest thing with the biggest floppy ears, and has a real penchant for taking my shoes. Because I was staying there the night before Christmas, and I was just sitting there, and my flats are on the ground, and I just see the flat go up in the air, and just start to move away. And so I move over, look over, and just see this little brown butt sashaying away with my shoe. I recorded it and put it on Twitter. It's great.
Pickpocket 100.
But besides that, to fast forward past, and I also spent New Year's playing Heroes for like.
Oh yeah. Chat, we can't get her to stop. She needs help.
In one day, I was able to get my Lucio up to level 10. We have to think about how much time investment goes in that. But anyway, so fast forward. There's a reason I'm here with this guy, and that this is a different setting. I'm at Magfest in Washington, D.C.
What?
Yeah, so the DA crew decided to do that, and me and him could just switch in between that.
Yeah.
How was your plane flight? You guys were the earliest to get here.
A lot of turbulence.
But
apart from that, it was good.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure United houses crazy people. Let me explain. So I had to be at the airport at like 3 a.m. My flight took off at 6. And I had basic economy, which is economy but worse because you have to pay for your checked-in bag. Yeah. But I and they're really strict about carry-on stuff. I was walking into the line, and this really tall man came by, and the lady was like, "Sir, you can't have 2 carry-ons. You gotta go. And he's like, "They let me take this on the plane last time. It's a suit. And they're having a yelling fight in front of me. I'm just standing there like with my boarding pass, like, "Can I please go to the TSA, please?" And finally they go, and he's like, "Fine, this is crazy." And he goes to the information desk to get help, and I just walk by, and I'm standing, and there's this other guy that is in front of me, and he looks at me, and I look at him, like we both saw what just happened. He's like, "Why doesn't he just put the suit in his backpack?" And I'm like, "Sir, you have a great point."
You walk over, don't worry, it's not a suit.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing crazy like that happened on my flight. One of the flight attendants looked just like Alawi from League of Legends. It was this humongous, like, buff, like, dark-skinned woman who, like, beats people up with tentacles.
Nice.
She had, like, the same face, obviously, minus some of the muscles.
But,
and I listened to...
Do I want to know where the Do I want to know where the
No, you don't,
tentacles
ANY.
came in?
No, you don't.
But, and besides that, when I was in the TSA line, there was this girl behind me. I don't want to make assumptions, but I don't think she knows social cues, if you get what I mean. She was talking to me, but not talking to me, more like talking at me, in the way of, she's like, "It's fucking cold, isn't it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it kind of is." And she's like, "Yeah, and I haven't used the bathroom in like 9 hours." And I'm like,
You should probably do that, man.
I don't need to know these things. And I was just moving my bags, like, "Please, let me go faster. Let me go faster." I've never wanted to get through the TSA faster than I've ever have.
Mm-hmm.
But then the flights were okay. I was stuck in Chicago for an extra half hour because Chicago sucks.
Yeah, who'd ever lived there? It's dreadful.
Yeah, no, whoever is born and raised there are probably terrible.
Just terrible people.
Yeah, but tune critics from Chicago. But yeah, so I get there, and we get to this. We rented a house because we're living the high life.
Creme de la Keyframe.
Yeah, Creme de la Keyframe. It's a really cool house too. There's like a movie theater seats downstairs and a pool table. And we spent pretty much all of Wednesday night just coming up with terrible pool tricks, social commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we were coming up with terrible names for pool tricks, which is just us hitting billiard balls. And he did one called social commentary where he hit the white cue ball against the 8 ball. The 8-ball barely moves and the white ball goes in the hole. But yeah, Thursday we went through the vendor hall a bit, and then we went to eat, and then we went back home. I don't think did we even go to the con on Friday?
Did we? No.
No, we didn't go to the con at all on Friday. We stayed down here and just watched meme videos.
Yeah.
We watched meme videos and watched the instant regret clicking playlist.
Yes.
Which is the best thing ever.
Oh my god, not again.
Link in the description down below.
No, A and Y don't.
Yes, actually, that's
Keyframe.
going to be my media is the instant regret playlist. But
Keyframe came into call one day and said, "Hey, everyone, we need to watch this." And it was one of those 300 video long playlists of Instagram. I think I made it through like 200 before I was like, "Keyframe, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, please." And she was like, "No, we must continue."
It's true. I mean, to give context, the videos are only like 10 seconds long. Before you think of there's 300 videos in this playlist. But yeah, so and then yesterday we went for a little bit. We walked through the vendor hall, looked at some cool stuff. I
took notes of everything.
You took notes, and then Sunday I didn't go because I had the podcast, and he went out and stuff. But oh yeah, and Saturday night there was a Screenwave party, and Screenwave is the network that all like DA Games, Living Tombstone, everything is under. And we hung out, and there was karaoke. Guess who sung 3 songs on karaoke that night?
Tombstone?
No, Tombstone only sang 1.
One of his own?
No. Well, but no, we did. I did "You Rock My World" by Michael Jackson. "Somebody to Love" from Queen, which is my Frank Sinatra, the song I have to sing every time I go to karaoke. And then I impressed Yoha with that one, which made me really happy. And then I did, at the end of it, I was one of the last singers of the night. I did "Baby Got Back" by Sir Mix-a-Lot. That was the best experience of my life, with all these YouTubers that I know and I'm fans of singing along with me to "Baby Got Back." Oh, it was great.
I couldn't be in the karaoke.
It was too loud.
Also, because it's fucking cold, I had to bring my big jacket. I had nowhere to put it, so I had to keep wearing it, and it was too hot.
Yeah. Oh. Now for
the
the traditional Keyframe embarrasses herself and gets injured at a con story.
I'm listening.
Here we go.
So I was by myself at the Screenwave party for a majority of it because the DA Games people, half of the team is sick right now, and the other half, just wanted to go home. But then, me being the social butterfly I am, wanted to stay, so I stayed till the end. And I was waiting for my Uber outside. Chloe got me an Uber. And I'm looking down at the phone because she sent me the information for it. And I see it outside. There are glass automatic doors at this hotel. They didn't open.
Dear. Oh, dear.
They didn't open. I hit the side of my nose and made me bite down on my lip. And I'm just taken aback. So I fall on the ground because I hit it pretty damn hard. I bounced against it. And 2 people come down the stairs. They're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Am I okay?" And they're like, "Well, you're bleeding." And I look down at my hand because I'm touching my face. And I see blood all over my hand. And I look down and it's on the floor.
Keyframe.
Sorry to the headphone people that listen to that. But like, and it wasn't like just a loud scream. It was a growing like, but because I didn't know, because it hurt really badly and I was in shock.
Oh shit!
And I just was like, and when you touch your face and you see blood, you think your nose is broken, but they're like, no, you just bit down on your lip. So for the past 2 days, my lips right here have been swollen. Second time in a row, my lips have gotten swollen for going on a trip. Because I hurt myself when I was in Indiana too. But yeah, that happened.
You are the single reason that healthcare does not take off in America. Because they look at you and are like, "No, we cannot insure this."
Well,
it's not my fault. The doors didn't open.
Keyframe, a glass door that doesn't open. We call that a window over here.
you know these people made the same jokes. But I want to show off some of the swag that I got over the course of this con. So, of course, you have the Magfest badge, which they did a Kirby theme this year.
Yeah,
So,
is it Kirby's 25th anniversary?
I think
Something
so.
like
Normal guest had like a SNES cartridge-looking thing, while the super guest got the Kirby's Epic Yarn, which is my favorite Kirby game. And, everyone, they had like a bunch of different colored lanyards, so you can, if you're in a group, you can know which one is yours. I decided to go the extra mile.
Of course you did.
As you can see, I took the lanyards of every color.
I only got one because I'm in.
And then I got this, and then I got an extra one from a grab bag because I got a Gunter plushie, the penguin from Adventure Time, and it's the first plushie I've ever gotten at a convention, and it has to be a fucking penguin, and it's downstairs, and they didn't have change for me because it was $30, and I paid $40, so they were like, hey, take this $10 grab bag and we're even, and I'm like, okay, sure. And it came with a lanyard and these UV light barrettes that I can't wear because my hair is so damn short. So cool. So besides that, I got a Lucio.
Hey. Oh, I saw these. I saw these 2 art pieces you're about to show on Twitter.
Yeah, this one is actually because the thing is they had a lot of Overwatch stuff.
Yes.
Oh, are you getting your swag?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's like they had a lot of Overwatch stuff, but everything was like this painterly or really detailed stuff. For one thing, they didn't have a lot of Lucio, who's my favorite. And also, I like that style, but it's like Overwatch is a cartoony-looking game, so I want stuff that looks cartoony, you know?
Yeah.
And then, of course, at a video game convention, I got Hamilton art.
So yeah, I really don't like the realistic style-looking art, but I did get Hamilton.
It's not realistic, though. I wouldn't say that.
It's a quasi. It's following the rules of proportion.
It's semi. But they also had a Lafayette, but I didn't get it because at the same table I got this for the Abbey Roadie.
Yay!
80
Oh, I love the detail with the tail. That's nice.
I know, it's really cute. And then I got Chloe, our lovely Chloe, got me a Li Ming poster, who's my second most used character in Heroes of the Storm. I miss you so much because she's out of free-to-play rotation.
If only you had gold left to unlock her. What happened to all your gold, I wonder?
I have 5,000 gold now. I'm slowly saving up.
Yeah, but what happened to your original gold you had?
Shut up. Well, we're not talking about that.
I mean, it's not like you did something silly like re-rolling loot crates, right?
Shush!
You're part of the problem, Keyframe.
Good. Did that hurt? I hope it hurt. But Chloe also got me this metal Sailor Moon bookmark thing.
Hey, that's neat.
They had very little Sailor. They had a lot of anime. They had a lot of My Hero Academia and Cowboy Bebop for some reason. Inexplicably, there was a lot of those 2 specific animes. But they didn't have a lot of Sailor Moon. But they had a lot. And the most sad thing is, they had a lot of the Outer Senshi, which is fine. But they didn't have Sailor Mercury. That made me nettled. But and then I saw this, and this is for this guy down here, Talis, or however you pronounce it, from
Tali. Tali. Oh, I forgot.
Prince Tali, there he is,
No!
he in the portrait.
But no, I was walking by, and I looked up, and I saw Mass Effect butt, and I was like, I'm thinking of ANY right now. And then that's the other stuff is downstairs, but
I mean, in my defense, I tried to date. When I played the first Mass Effect, I was like, God damn it, why is she not dateable? I don't like this human girl, and the blue girl is too cliche, but this would be nice and she would be nice and dateable. And they made her dateable in Mass Effect 2, and guess who I dated beginning from Mass Effect 2?
Yeah. But I also got Golden Fox because I originally ordered Golden Fox on NES for Christmas. They canceled my order.
Oh, that's nice.
But there was a retro gaming booth that was right at the entrance, and I was looking at it. They had a modded NES, so it's like all new parts inside, the button that you press to turn on instead of being the normal red light is like this cool blue LED, and it came with Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt in it. So I got him that, and right before I left, he got himself a Genesis. So I got him Lion King on the Genesis too. So he got all my friends got swag except for British Ninja.
I know, and
you got Minion socks.
You know what you got, Keyframe? You got Human Fall Flat on Steam, and I know that because I gave it to you, and not a single word of thanks, not a single thank you.
But
I am appalled. How dare I want to get just a little bit of thanks at Christmas?
So that's all my swag. What swagger did you get, Mr. Oblivion?
A lot less. Generally, there's not a whole lot of things for everyone I want because I don't watch enough animes and stuff.
You're not enough trash.
I'm not trash enough. However, I have recently gotten into Persona.
Hey.
In particular, Persona 4 and Persona 5.
Good choices.
Pretty good game. And there wasn't a whole lot of... I mean, there was a lot of Persona 5 stuff, but 90% of it was posters, and I don't really have...
Wall space?
I mean, I have wall space. I don't know, posters are like paper. I feel like they're going to tear. I don't know. I don't like... I would just worry about that sort of stuff, so... The only plushie I could find of a Persona, I guess...
Waifu?
Was this Chie plush from Persona 4.
Hey.
And I liked Chie. First you're like, ugh, she looks weird, but then you're like, oh, steak. Cool.
And then she inexplicably gets bike shorts when she fights.
Yeah.
I'll hold this up to the camera.
Yeah, you get that close, and I wanted to kill a Kill shirt, but
Ryuko, my girl.
They ran out, so I got this little thing instead because that is a good character that I like.
Really nice.
Yeah.
And it's double-sided, so you see her butt.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little butt. Little butt somewhere. I don't know if that's where the camera is.
The sword is kind of covering it. Decency, people.
But so yeah, that was our week, and I guess we can move on to media, which will quantifiably be shorter than 2 weeks worth of recap. I hope.
I guess so. So you guys directly want to start, or?
I'll start. Just to define, media is just like something that you like or if you've seen recently that you want to talk
consumed.
Like movie, music, YouTube videos.
Okay. I just don't know.
Web comics, everything.
Oh, probably not. We did a lot of watching of videos last night, and half of them I'd never seen before. We could talk about Maxwell TV, the most weirdest YouTube channel. But so the media I want to talk about is the instant regret clicking playlist. This playlist is okay. I'm sure people have heard about the important videos playlist, which became a very wide meme, and that has like 342 videos of different lengths, and they're all just short little memes. The instant regret clicking playlist is 2,500 videos long of even more memes. And it is the best thing ever. And I make it a tradition to sit with my friends at random intervals and just bring up this video playlist and see how long we can go on the tourney of watching stuff.
I can verify.
Oh,
the quality.
And they constantly update stuff, so there's always new memes. Like you saw that they had the "touch my spaghetti" meme for some reason, which is
spaghetti.
It's the weirdest meme so far, and I don't know how I feel about that being the first meme of 2018. Well, technically the first.
Well, we'll get to that in a bit.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. We spent a good amount of Friday just watching Logan Paul memes of people just taking the shit out of Logan Paul. But yeah, the instant regret clicking playlist. There's not much to say besides. You don't understand the dumpster fire that is the internet before you see what people find as entertainment. And how much effort sometimes these things go into making shit posts. Because some things are like, why did you do this? Why did you take the time? But one of my favorites on there is someone mashed up "We Like to Party" with Eminem, and it fits so well that it's legitimately just a really good
Now this
song.
looks like a good job for me, you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know the exact one you're talking about. That's how bad this playlist goes.
But the one that broke Christian is called "Cats at 3 a.m."
Is it the one with the hand reaching for the door?
No.
No? Okay.
It's these two humans, and one of them's dressed up as a cat, and they're like, yeah, and he's like, oh, it's 3 a.m. I have to go do this thing, and he's just tearing up the person's fucking house. And as a cat owner,
Accurate.
it's accurate.
Very accurate.
But the thing that killed him was the scream that he let out at the end. And I look over at Christian, and he's on the floor, like, ah! But yes, as some with the job that is DA Games, you have to be involved in a lot of dignified things: animating, music composing, drawing,
Instant regret.
and also shit posts. Which takes up a good 80% of our diet. So, if you want to watch what the DA game crew watches, watch the instant regret clicking playlists. You'll instantly
Down in the
regret.
description below.
Yeah, so that was my media. Christian, what's a media you want to share?
Well, I mean, you mentioned TV Maxwell.
Yes.
So I guess I might as well do that because there's a million things I like and I can't mention them all. So
Okay.
TV Maxwell is the YouTube channel by two friends who basically, it's like they make little sketch comedy, sort of, except it's very, very just, they make weird shit that makes no sense. There is one video that is very popular called Don't Talk to Strangers. It's two guys sitting across the water swearing at each other. That video, that one a lot of people have seen, but a lot of their other stuff doesn't have as many views, and they have a lot of better, weirder shit than that.
To give context, the Don't Talk to Strangers one, you can watch it and you realize that this was probably one of the predecessors to Suction Cup Man.
Yeah, I showed this video to Black Player, who is the voice of Suction Cup Man, and I think he may have had some influence from that.
Hey,
Get off the building!
No, it's my tower! Off my fucking tower!
But TV Maxwell,
You're a bitch.
one of the things I can say about them is that the blonde guy has some of the best comedic facial acting in that I've ever seen.
This one is already gold.
Yeah, I will say that it is the best on YouTube, and not necessarily just for this video. A few videos, other videos are Vinegar Toothbrush.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically him naked in the bath, and a clone of himself crawls out the toilet and let me put some vinegar on your toothbrush. And he's like singing the song, and the guy in the bath is just. And then after a while, the guy singing just breaks down crying because he's like, "I'm sorry." It's so weird.
It's like Tim and Eric, but more uncomfortable.
Yeah, or couch coins, where a guy like takes some coins out of his couch, and the big scary man jumps out of a couch and is like, "Yo, take my money, you fuck bear."
My favorite one was Cha Cha Cha, where someone they sing Happy Birthday, and the guy goes Cha 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 at the end, and everyone just starts shooting him, shooting his arms off and everything.
And then at the end, when he's dead, this weird ghost like sings the song
with 80-yard yelling instead, while his mouth is just going like normal, but everything is like, ah! It's
Yeah.
Hi, Chloe.
You mind if I join this?
Do we?
Yes. No. Of course.
More people.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Right,
What?
okay.
Hello.
That
Save
was our
us.
momentary guest, but no.
But
we spent a good portion of last night watching those videos and cyanide and happiness.
So yeah, TV Maxwell. The one thing about them that is a shame is that they disappeared 2 years ago, and they haven't made anything since. And there's no whereabouts of their position. They don't have a Twitter, but to my knowledge, they don't have a Facebook page. Maybe they do. And no one knows what happened. They were making videos, and then they just stopped. I know the guy's still alive because I was doing some digging. Someone found an Instagram of what we assume is his girlfriend, and there's pictures of him that still appear recently. But it's not like his Instagram or anything. But people who know him Like, there's still new pictures of him, so he's still alive. It's not like he died or anything, but...
He died filming that water scene in the Don't Talk to Strangers.
Don't Talk to Strangers.
What is this
or he was the vampire. Or...
Hey, you know what I did? Don't you bring my mother into this. I made that fire over there. And then I fucked your mother back into it. That is one of the funniest fucking videos. So, anyway,
if I could recommend specific videos, I'd say Don't Talk to Strangers is the most popular, but also Couch Coins, Vinegar Toothbrush. One I didn't show, I didn't show it, you haven't seen it yet. Passing Notes is a really funny, clever one. It's just a bunch of videos. Anything from the last, I'd say the last 2 years, but they haven't uploaded them in 2 years. The last 2 or 3 years of activity, so back to 2012 to present, is all golden.
Yeah.
Some of the older stuff, they were like little kids, and it's not as entertaining, but...
the newer stuff. Okay, so that's our media. Ninja, what about you?
Oh, sorry, I was just having a refreshing drink. Media...
Why did Star-Lord suddenly come in?
Because you guys were very busy talking about your media, and me and A&Y got up to some shenanigans while you were in your sort of tirade. So, my media over Christmas has been mainly, aside from Star Wars, which I probably won't discuss because of spoilers, my main media has been D&D. D&D has taken over my life recently. I got a couple games on Steam, but D&D has mainly been the big thing. I have been slowly binge-watching through Critical Role. It's the D&D series hosted by voice actor Matthew Mercer, who plays McCree in Overwatch. He is one of the best DMs I've ever seen. And aside from that, I've also been playing D&D a bunch with Josh Scorcher doing the Curse of Strahd thing, as Keyframe shall inform you, because she plays Jade in that series. The Part 9 just went up recently as well, of the Josh Scorcher campaign. So go check that out if you want. Yeah, we almost died. Josh gave us a dog, which led us into a dungeon we were not prepared for. This dungeon was filled with ghost elemental dragons, because, that's what you send your level 5s in for. Sure. So, aside from that, the main piece of media, definitely... you were talking about memes earlier. Well, a certain game called VR Chat has taken over my life.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna turn my webcam off. I'm sorry if that messes with the current
yes, it does, kind of.
Oh, does it? Oh, all right.
Wait, I have an emergency. Oh, there he is again.
Should I turn that back? I'll just turn that back on. Doesn't matter. But yeah, my the Ugandan Knuckles meme has touched my heart in a way. Yes, I know the way. The way of the tribal Ugandan warrior Knuckles. Oh, never a meme so pure has entered my soul and just shown such love. It is great. It's beautiful.
That's why you turned off. Now I get it.
Yeah, it's good. My profile picture is currently the Ugandan Knuckles.
Yeah, just to say, you people were doing the show me the way meme during D&D, and I had no idea what it was, and you guys wouldn't
know. That was the best.
Because the thing is, John said A and Y with it. I was like, when did A and Y say show me the way? Aeon. And I was like, what? And no one clarified me. And I'm nettled that you people did not let me in on the world of meme.
This is the start of 2017, folks. The Logan Paul was a fine meme, mixed in with the Doki Doki Literature Club of the girl hanging herself next to Logan Paul. But this is the real first meme of 2018.
I feel so bad for Greg Zilla that he's made such great animations on YouTube and helped the Game Grumps and Starbomb and Ninja
And this is what he's famous for.
His most popular thing is this Knuckles that appeared for 2 seconds in his freaking Sonic Force review.
I too feel kind of bad for Greg, but you know what? A meme is. I feel bad for Smash Mouth. They can't go anywhere now without being reminded of Shrek. Yeah. The D&D session was great. Had a lot of great moments. I rolled 2 natural 20s on an attack roll, and it was a one. It was just a straight up anime moment. No. You don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to change the pictures if you want. Just if you want to just check out whatever I've been doing a bunch of D&D stuff with Josh, with Fat Man Falling, with Wooten has started up his campaign now, and oh my god, that's a trip. It's great fun. But yeah, aside from that, I haven't been on my computer mainly, so I haven't been able to play many video games. I've just been sort of binging YouTube for the past, 3 weeks, which has been jolly good fun. That's about it for my media. I guess I'll pass it down to this loser down here.
Oi, oi. Now, for this lovely introduction, you get this plastered over your face since I'm talking.
I do see the chat, by the way.
Ah.
What class did I roll? I rolled. I was a rogue, but because it was my first character and I didn't really know what I was doing, I asked Josh if I could change to be like an edgy shadow assassin because I thought it would fit Curse of Strahd, and he let me do it. So now I'm kind of just this overpowered rogue that can teleport and do sneak attack damage. Crazy. But yeah, continue.
Yes. Genau. My media. I mean, yeah. Star Wars, everybody talks about Star Wars. I have seen Star Wars too. Haven't I already talked about Star Wars on the show?
Yeah, you and Yuri talked about Star Wars for like 30 minutes, and I had to keep my fingers in my ears to the point of pain.
Fair enough. But I mean, even though I completely forgot this weekend to go to the movies, I just realized earlier, like, hey, I haven't been to the movies this weekend. That's weird. But I have been with my parents and my sister on the first Christmas day, because what else do you do on the first Christmas day except for watching Jumanji in cinema? German dub, sadly. But still, I recall when I saw the first trailer, I was like, whatever. I mean, it seems nice enough. The Rock usually does a usually good singing comedy. Jack Black, great in comedy. I forgot her name, Gillian or something. Amy Potts from Doctor Who, lovely girl. So like seeing her, and apparently the dude here, the smaller dude who is good friends with The Rock, is also apparently funny. I don't know. I wasn't too familiar with him. However, yeah, I saw it and I was like, the trailer was basically, it could go both directions. I didn't see any red flags in the trailer, except for the fact that it was a remake of a 90s movie. But I would say, yes, it was a good movie. Like good. Like, I had a good time watching it. It plays itself more, actually a bit of as a sequel. So not a remake in the sense, but it actually, the first 5 minutes are kind of dedicated to creating a bridge to the original movies from the 19th with Robin Williams and so on. From there on out, however, it plays with the same idea, the Jumanji idea, but in a new setup. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. I mean, if you have seen any trailer. So this time around, they get sucked into the game instead of the game coming out to mess up their life. What?
I don't like. That's such a stupid. Okay, board games are, have been around since like ancient Egyptian to caveman times. They got sucked into an Atari, and the graphics that they showed on the Atari were HD. Like, they were sucked into a HD, but they didn't even try to make it look like an old or ancient thing. It was
HD.
I hate that pronunciation.
HD. Oh, what do you call it? HUD? It's HD.
No, H. You cretin. But no. But like, I'm just saying, we already had a better movie with this concept in mind. No, it's called Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase.
That too, actually. That too. I like Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. That's a good movie.
But yeah. Silly premise aside, because I will not defend the premise. The premise is not the most original thing in the world. I mean, it's literally a sequel to a 90s movie.
Is it even a sequel?
Yes, that's
they class it as a sequel. Okay,
they do it as a sequel. They actually create a little connection. The movie basically starts with a reenactment of the last scene of the first movie. I mean, then again, the first movie ends with the board game coming up on the beach and people speaking French, I believe. And there are those two people coming, and this movie starts with the game being at the beach, covered in sand, and a jogger comes by and picks it up, and the jogger is still American. Also, they kind of got the time. They tried so hard to create a consistent timeline, but they screwed it up after all, because I mean, the movie Jumanji 1 plays in 1996.
What was the space version? Was it Azimuth? There was Space Jumanji, I remember.
This sucked, yeah. I mean, it's still confirmed to be canon of the Jumanji universe, but the space one was pretty meh. But yeah.
Monkey in space!
You
Sephora,
guys are killing me with
Sephora.
I remember seeing that on Cartoon Network, and I remember loving that movie.
Sasusta.
Sephora, a space adventure.
Yeah.
It's Jumanji in space.
Basically, from the idea, yes, but it didn't feel as engaging as original Jumanji, and once again, not as good as the remake or continuation, whatever. So yeah, after the premise, it is really they play a lot with the fact that they actually are in a video game, like NPCs are restricted in their dialogue options. This kind of stuff, but they are still running around in a real world. Everybody around them looks like a real human, and it's really funny. They are, and here's the saving grace. What makes this silly concept remake of a 90s movie actually good? They play it tongue in cheek. They know what they are, and they play with it, and they do it in a good way, in an entertaining way. I later during the credits I saw that actually Dwayne Johnson is producer, so he played his part in it, and he seems to be really a great guy who just likes to have a good time. This is not a cash grab sequel. This is a sequel of having fun with it, and you feel it. You watch it, and it's fun to watch. The action is still good looking. So, yeah, I would wholeheartedly advertise, watch this movie. And I would even go this far. I dare it. I bring up the fires of internet rage on me. I would say it's better than the original. I loved Jumanji 1. We had it on VHS. I watched it 1,000,000 times. But looking back, I dare to say Jumanji 1 does not really hold up well after the time. And I mean, the little children didn't really react naturally.
Don't you dare insult Robin's acting.
I'd like to classify the thoughts and opinions of A and Y do not reflect those on the Awkwardcast, or its associates.
What is with your pronunciation?
I don't know.
It's British.
Awkwardcast.
I'm frankly upset. But still.
We are here today to celebrate marriage.
Yeah. I believe with that, folks.
I'm actually surprised you didn't go to the cinema this weekend to go see the English dub. Since you had to go see
go to the cinema. I have two scripts of myself to record, which I still forgot. I had like literally five scripts from TF2 Analysis that Joey dumped on me like, dude, we still need lines. Give me to the weekend. So I had to record my lines for 5 of those. I recorded earlier a little bit of a video for my own channel, like 2-minute announcement thingy, like 2017 versus 2018. Hopefully up to date. If I don't go completely lazy after the Awkwardcast. But yeah, my 2 main scripts, so the longer one for actual scripted videos, are still not recorded. That thing, I did record them before Christmas, or at least one of them, but I listened to it and I was like, wow, I sound unenthusiastic and monotone, and I was like, nope, delete it, do it again. Didn't happen until now. Yeah. But I have standards.
What quest is...
So, Jumanji, go see it. Instant regret playlist. Go click it. VR chat. Go play it and apologize to Gregzilla.
Yeah.
TV Maxwell. Go watch it.
Go watch it.
Very confused in animators' taste in videos. So I think
Star Wars. Go do it.
Yes, go do it. But I think since we had so many guests and so much media and so much recounting, we should probably skip the Q&A this week.
Well, first of all, we are still well in time. I mean, we have not even done an hour yet, believe it or not.
Really?
And even without an announcement, Enigma Prince came through and left us 2 questions. Thumbs up for Enigma Prince. Even without any reminder, he was like, wait,
he's on the ball.
Yeah, he saw the Awkwardcast is on, and he left us 2 questions on Twitter. So I will not ignore those 2 questions. Enigma Prince, you always have our back.
Okay.
Loyalty rewards.
Are they really sad philosophical questions that he always asks sometimes?
No, they are a little bit. They are not. What is your favorite anime and why? So
Okay.
he has a little bit more.
Hooray!
Yeah. So question number 1: what are some of the big things that you expect to happen or make happen in the new year 2018?
No one.
Well, we're productive. Gosh,
Okay,
what do I?
what about you?
I'm gonna make a lot of good animations, and I'm gonna be cool.
That's that. Good. Claps for you.
I also want to make a lot of good animations and be cool, but
Wait.
in more of an educational mind.
So basically for university, but all of us will not have anything from your animations.
I post the stuff that I made a reel of all the work that I did in the single term. And granted, it's not a lot. It's a very amateur show reel. It's because I'm learning a lot of 3D animation with Maya and such. So that's neat.
Doing game design.
Where can we talk about?
I do games design. I'm a 3D animator for games and stuff like that. I'm at Falmouth. I'm like the coast of England, in good old California, as we call it. It's beautiful.
Yes. What about you, down there, German man?
I'm probably going to screw myself completely over by publicly talking about it. I have certain considerations to force myself back into a workout routine.
Okay.
Yeah, and the plan is, since with the AWKWARDCast and Let's Playing and so on, I became a little bit more active on Twitch over the last few months. I still need a lot of preparation to actually go through it, so there's nothing you can expect in the next few weeks. But I consider, Yuri is already going crazy in the chat because he knows about it. No, I consider to basically start doing workout again before work in the morning, which is like 7-ish my time, which is like the number of hours earlier. So it's late evening for America, basically.
Okay.
And I intend to basically get stuff here at home to do my workout at home and stream it in order to force myself, like having an audience that is like, I do this 3 times a week.
Squats for subs!
Squats for subs!
Okay.
Yeah, but
Maxie, the old man, I think you need to know a little bit of context first before you start doing workout streams on Twitch.
Okay.
Oh dear.
There is a very heavy stigma of people who work out on Twitch because of a great thing.
You do this?
No, I don't squat on YouTube.
No, but you did workout on Twitch, didn't you?
No, I did.
ANY, make sure that when you're doing a workout, you're wearing very revealing clothing, sort of a shorts, crop top.
Spandex booty shorts. No, I was just
make sure to just squat and warm up in front of the camera, pelvic thrust the camera. You'll get loads of subs, it'll be great.
See, Maxie dear, no, I was on Periscope, which is on Twitter, and that's only of my head while I'm walking on a treadmill. The implication of your giving is that people are going to see your full body. There's a lot of Twitch girls that do that, and they are the bane of Twitch's existence, to the point that they have a thing called squats for subs, where people subscribe and they do the squats on screen.
I won't do this because I will have a fixed routine, first of all. Second of all, I thought IRL is the bane of Twitch.
That's where it is. Where it is.
Oh, yeah, I would probably look for something else.
If yourself working out, you're going to have to put it on IRL.
Yeah, disgusting. I still need preparation. I need an additional camera and whatnot. But it's basically by making it public, the routine. Like, here are my days where I work out, that I basically. It worked perfect when I went to the gym with Yuri 5 times a week, because then we basically had a schedule, and we had the other person who was counting on us, buddy system. And since we don't do this anymore because of logistics stuff, but yeah, Yuri is also asking to give a sneak peek of the workout routine that I have planned. So oh no, not there, there. The workout routine I'm planning is basically this.
Jazzercise!
Oh no! Don't you have a playlist on your YouTube of you doing that actually leading a group of people into doing what is essentially Jazzercise with brony music?
I did too, yeah.
Link in the description for that too.
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you want to see a bunch of guys dancing to 20% cooler?
That sounds.
Okay, so first of all, yes. Link to this beautiful video we just watched in the description down below, as well as the actual authentic workout video where I basically trolled, and where I was still an instructor, a fitness instructor, and where I basically trolled an entire course by making an entire playlist of instrumental brony music and let them work out to it without they ever finding out.
So I guess I should say what my New Year's things are, or the 2018. Christ. See, the thing is, 2018, Christian would know this, has gone off to a really good start for me, I would say.
Yeah.
Because 2018 will be a year of new things. I can't disclose two of the things. One of them is and the other is, I guess we could kind of say, not what we came up with, but the thing is,
the project?
Yeah, the project, but not like, but not like what exactly it is.
Just say it's a very cool project.
You're going to be doing a bunch of new projects in 2018.
Yeah, so like I'm getting more involved with DA games in more of the music video area and animation stuff, and because I'm currently working on the Cuphead project, doing things, but that's all traditional stuff. But this one of the projects, which is one of the new songs coming up, we were talking about it the other night.
And we got some crazy
We had some crazy ideas and brainstorming, and it ended up like me and him are going to basically be co-directors for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Essentially, and that's really awesome. And then, but the other thing, which is something I can't say because it's already in the works, I'm getting a new computer. Getting a new custom build.
So you can.
You have no excuse anymore.
You can finally play video games.
I know you have no excuse.
I will be giving up the dinosaur. I'll be able to do the AWKWARDCast from my computer, so I can get I just need to get myself a webcam. I can probably just use the one we have in the living room, and be on normal angles like a freaking normie. And I get to play video games, and I get to draw, and I get to edit on my own computer and not in the living room anymore, and it's so happy. I'm so fucking happy, because there have been points when I first met Christian and Sean, I show them the specs of my computer. Yeah. They were kind of wondering how I did anything. And I have a vivid memory of one point of Max messaging me, being like, I'm getting almost tempted to send you $2,000 just so you can buy your own computer. And I was like, no, I'll get it on my own terms. And now I did, because I'm getting this for my job, which means I earned it. And that's good. But I guess what I want to do, I want to be more active on my YouTube channel because of all the IRL shit that happened last year. The biggest thing that suffered was YouTube, and now I'm starting to feel like I'm not better.
Oh yes,
but
for YouTube.
I'm at that stage where I want to work on videos as a way to help myself get better, and I can't wait to do a lot of videos that are not pony related. Not in the fact that I hate pony. Yes, gasp and gaw. There's still pony stuff, but
she's leaving the
fandom.
Do you hear that? Do you taste those tears? They taste delicious.
Leave the
fandom.
Come over here with me
to the trash line. But I've been working on retrospective stuff, which is a much more longer form videos that require a lot of
Continue. You saw nothing.
What did did you do?
I fell out of my chair.
Good job, buddy.
That's
But
all right.
no, more
Your
retrospective.
story had me Your story had me on the edge of my seat. Continue.
You totally floored him.
Do you know the way to the floor?
I was completely floored. Go ahead.
No, more retrospective stuff that require a lot more research. One thing is this long retrospective video or video series. I'm depending on how I'm going to section it out of the legacy of Hanna-Barbera, which I've gone on rants on Twitter about it, just being like, the legacy of that studio is essentially why we have TV animation and web animation the way we do today, and if we didn't have that, we would still be stuck in an age where animation would only be for film, and people just use that company as a punchline because they're like, oh, they made silly cartoons. That's the studio that made Scooby-Doo, and that's it.
Gerald McBoing was revolutionary for its time.
Yeah, and I have a very long video about it, and I know that when I start doing that content where I'm talking more analytically about the history of animation companies and how things work and stuff like color use in film and animation and character design, I am going to have people that are going to be like, this is not exclusively Pony, or this is not those silly little entertaining videos with the pony avatars dancing around. I'm not going to watch it, and that's fine. That's not what they want to watch. But I know the people that do stay and the audience that I am going to gain are people that I would want watching my content. And that's what's important to me. And I hope that to gain that wider audience and to show people that I'm more than just this puffy-haired enthusiast. I actually know what I'm fucking talking about and what I'm doing. And that's my big thing. 2018 is the year to prove myself, I guess, is not improve, but prove to people. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So.
Which reminds me that actually something non-pony related is also coming out on my channel. Hopefully soon.
Oh.
Depending on when I am able to recontact my editor, because with a full-time job I still don't have the necessary motivation and time to go and do complex video editing. Otherwise I would just burn out instantly again. But a new show coming to my channel, That's Stupid, and me ranting about stuff in a ANY style.
Yeah, so what's the second question?
The second question, we have to see how far we want to go.
I have two questions.
Oh my.
Okay.
What is it?
My first question is, are you two, referring to Max and Chrissy, are you two going to be able to come over to CoxCon 2018? I
want to.
It's not yet off the table. So.
Because me and Emerald want to throw out the red rug for you to come down.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Yes.
But, it's not off the table. We'll do con announcement stuff later in the year.
I am already... Okay, let me see. I am already... Where is it? Can't find it. I'm already planning FriendoCon, which is at the end of the day a private get-together, but everything is a con.
It's con.
I plan probably BronyCon, not sure yet, but probably. Then
I'm not sure about BronyCon. If enough people are going, I'll go to BronyCon this year.
Yeah, sounds like my plan. I plan Starfest in Denver. I plan Euroferns here in Berlin.
Which I am definitely going to.
Yeah, CoxCon, still very possible. So this is a convention-heavy year, guys.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Only 2 last year, and now I'm looking at about 5. So
yeah, and this year we got. I mean, I already started this out with Magfest. I have. Which I'm not traveling for, but then I got BabsCon. I may be at Winnie City. The thing is, I only go to cons if I get to vend there, and I haven't heard back from Winnie City, and it's concerning. If I don't get it, then I'm not going to Winnie City, but that's a maybe. I'm only doing BronyCon if I can get vending. I've already had my one time going there, and it's so much to do, and it was fun, but it's like, how much I spent at that con just getting there was kind of ridiculous.
You're telling me.
Yeah, but then we also have MomoCon and Too Many Games for DA, and then Eurofurence, and then I'm definitely doing Ponyville Cider Fest again.
Yeah.
Oh my cons are con heavy, but there's at least a few more cons at least this year where it's not. I don't have to worry about bringing 1,500 pounds of merch.
That was my second question, sort of lapping up, about Team DA or Doodah, or whatever his name is. How do the talented artists of the internet able to join Team DA? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Twitter, ask when is the Cuphead song coming out?
Yeah, and whether or not he's hireling.
Well, generally, generally, the way everyone's joined is they were a friend of one or more DA Games staff already, and
Check
2, they are a very talented artist who has something to contribute.
Does he need 3D animation by any chance?
I was about to say, the one department that is always needing to grow is animation because it's the most time-consuming form of art.
Like we've recently hired a new animator.
Yeah, we hired Made. He made that really offensive button mash animation with his mom and the
You want a sex book, huh?
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
I don't know how much I want to spend on this.
Oh, it's a normal it's not PG rated. Get on your knees, bitch.
Yeah, I know that one.
Also,
God
he's
damn it.
British.
super talented, and he joined recently, and he's been doing amazing work with us.
So we may have freelance things coming up depending on what the videos call for.
Yeah, and sometimes we do 3D animation. I can do 3D animation. I've done it before.
Shit.
I learned mine for 2 years.
Well, you know,
you-
British, you know who to backstab now.
Nice.
Keep dreaming. Write your letters to Santa Claus. And
in particular, if you're a talented animator, that might be the one thing we need the most. But who knows?
who knows? We are not going to give our contact information. But
Of course.
Then if you think you're a cool animator, send me your shit on Twitter, and I'll tell you that you suck.
yeah,
Yeah.
do that. And send me your art on Twitter,
Also-
and I can tell you that you suck.
Also, keep in mind, British minimum standard for DA games. You have to draw at least this good. So you're already screwed.
I'm not a bad 2D animator. I'm just a much better 3D animator.
So what's the question from Enigma Friends that you said we have to
Yeah,
decide
yeah.
how far we want to go on it?
Yeah, because he addressed a topic that I actually don't want to address, but it's only the lead up. After what happened with YouTube in the first week of 2018, will this be the year that the whole website and system falls and better platforms for it rise up and change the game?
I think
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
what's more likely to happen, honestly, with how much Disney has been absorbing the entire hemisphere of media, I would honestly think it's more likely that Disney will try and buy YouTube rather than YouTube go under.
The thing is they basically own part of YouTube because Maker
Pretty
is
much.
Disney, and Maker is like one of the biggest fucking networks.
I don't think that's likely to happen, and that's for 2 reasons. Because YouTube is already owned by Google, and the one thing I've been noticing is over the years, Disney and Google have slowly been buying everything in the universe. I predict that by, if in a couple of decades, the entire world will be either Disney or Google and nothing else, and then they'll cannibalize each other and eat the world itself.
Some continents are just covered in that Disney blue, and the other ones are covered in like that blue.
And then eventually one of them's going to have to eat the other, and then it's just going to be, it's going to be crazy.
Breaking news: Google buys the Atlantic.
Google
Yeah,
buys-
Simply for that reason, I also don't see Disney getting YouTube anytime soon because the other big one already has it.
Yeah.
My thing is that 2018.
Disney are probably going to buy Apple then at one point.
Oh boy! But my thing is, with what happened at the beginning of 2018, it's definitely telling of certain things. However, I think this is the year where the community matters more than anything. Because one of the big problems last year that was prevalent was advertisers, the adpocalypse, all this stuff, and small channels not just small channels, but random channels that suddenly got big with these bad things, an advertiser saw, and that's why they pulled out, all this stuff, and the PewDiePie scandal and stuff. I think now when you have people like Logan and Jake that are becoming those faces, it matters more than ever that the community stands up like they did when that video came out and say, that's not us, that's not what we are representing. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't YouTube that took down the Logan video. It was Logan under the pressure of the entire community at his fucking nuts.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? His fan base was completely cool with it. In fact, many of them defended him.
Cool with it, but when I'm saying community, I mean the community of.
I'm talking. Yeah, I know what you mean. You're talking the YouTube as a whole. Went to town on his nutsack. But like, it's quite frightening that the collection of teens and fans that watch his stuff. They were like, yeah, dead body. That's okay to show. It's only suicide. What's
And also just in general, when the Supercut video came out recently of just him being a disrespectful,
a racist asshole in Japan.
Yeah. It's also just a simple thing of, I think 2018 will be a year where one of three things will happen. One, there will be serious changes in the executive infrastructure, which I want to happen. Two, it's going to be members of the community themselves that are going to be making the new platform. Because I've noticed that when people like VidMe and all this stuff try to make the new platform, they weren't people from the community making the platform. They were random making it and expecting community people to come over. You need that community recognition and jointness to do that. And the thing is, it's very hard when you have your job in YouTube to put faith in a rando, which is the whole reason why YouTube's still alive. It may not be the best, but it's safe.
It's the house,
It's safer. The third thing that could happen is just maybe final wake-up call. Or there's going to be that big thing that happens and things start the implosion, if it hasn't already. And that's the most cynical thing. However,
I can top it, but continue.
However, I think the thing is, especially near the end of 2017, I saw more give and take in the way of, there were certain things that happened bad with advertisers and who YouTube decides to promote. But at the same time, they were at least starting to crack down on bad things. You can't not say that YouTube didn't start taking down the child exploitation stuff once it came up. Because they really did. You can barely ever find that shit anymore when it was taking over YouTube.
Let me just Google it real quick.
But yeah, my
Elsa Spider-Man. No, they're still there.
What?
Yeah, but I'm saying the ones that were really bad. There's just
the ones that were the ones that are just cringy, terrible. But then there are ones that were like borderline pedophilia.
Those aren't around anymore.
We still have Spider-Man versus Frozen Elsa chair prank at school with Anna Joker pretended to play with butt in real life funny family. That is 97K.
Well, what I'm saying is that
it's getting better.
It's getting better, but you can't expect things to get better overnight.
So
that's true.
Now I may dump the most cynical view of all. It won't do shit.
Go ahead.
Nothing will change. Nothing. There will not be a new platform because I'm kind of with what went down. Basically, that nothing can replace YouTube with being just another YouTube, because YouTube is YouTube and YouTube is already the monopoly on the market. You cannot compete with YouTube by doing the same. That's it. All the big names are on there, and the big names will not leave like this. All the advertisers are on there, and all the advertisers are already very skeptical when there's a new small VidMe coming along. Why should they give those the deals? They don't have the content anyways.
They said the same thing with Nintendo when Nintendo ruled the entire universe when it came to video games. And eventually things such as Sony and Microsoft started popping up, offering their own service and offered new stuff. Like if someone wants to try and compete with YouTube, they need to bring things that YouTube doesn't have.
That is exactly what Tommy Oliver also said. You can't.
I agree with Tom on that.
Yeah, you can't be a competition to YouTube by being YouTube. you need to you need to bring invention to it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Vine was just as popular as YouTube in its prime.
But
And I mean, Vine was something where, it had a gimmick. You could only have 6-second videos, but that was it was an idea. It made it different to YouTube, and Vine became incredibly popular with social media. It was easily shareable, easily rewatchable stuff.
Yeah. So I guess since we are both basically quoting Tommy Oliver at this point, I put the link to his video in the description down below.
Go support Tommy Oliver. He's now moved back to his old channel. Rebel Pixels is not continuing no more, which I'm a bit upset about. Rebel Pixels helped me get my first art tablet. But I'm glad that Tom's back and he wants to make more videos.
True.
More power to him.
Fingers crossed that he...
Get Tom on the Awkward Cast. I'm sure he'll remember an old friend like
fact, he is on the list. Because as I mentioned before, 2018 is supposed to be the more guest-heavy year for the Awkward Cast. And Keyframe and I already started a list with people we might be able to contact.
Totally reachable goals like Jesse Cox.
Yeah, it's your job. I mean, he does his regular meetups in your home city. You are at his meetups. You're already his camera girl. So... get Jesse Cox on the Awkward Cast. And Will, obviously, from DA.
I mean, that one's more reachable because he's my goddamn boss.
I mean, you already got Oblivion, so that's a good start. Yay!
Yeah.
There. But yeah, I say no. For YouTube itself, the recent events will have no noteworthy effect. Yeah, they will maybe tweak a little bit about the little control they actually do, like they allegedly did with the child videos at some point. But yeah, they will stay completely reactionary. You said it, not even the Paul Logan fans themselves felt bad about it. They were like, oh yeah, or whatever. It's
the like to dislike ratio on that video was positive. There were more likes than there were dislikes.
Yeah.
And that's crazy.
There's an outrage happening, but the people outraged are not the Logan fans. The Logan fans will continue watching because there are millions of watchers. The advertisers, even though they pretend to be all about family values, will still put advertisements on it, so he will continue. There will be no noteworthy effect. There's a little bit of an outcry. YouTube will be a little bit more careful with their regulations. That's it. It will just continue. And as you said, or Tommy said, as long as no new platform comes along that offers something new compared to YouTube, nobody will be able to build enough momentum to actually defeat the giant. So,
and one of my college professors quoted a philosopher who I can't remember his name, but the quote was, "Innovating on the candle never gave us electricity."
Yeah, so it sounds fitting for this point. Well, okay, now how to end this entire show on a more positive note?
What are we all looking forward to?
You guys should not have let me go last, because you know how I am. But yeah, British, you had a great idea. Go.
What are we all looking forward to in 2018? What's the one thing?
This question.
Well, that was more like, what are you looking forward to doing yourself in 2018? Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, you know what? I am looking forward to... God, what... Damn it, what movies are coming out this year?
Yeah, I'm already ahead of you. Incredibles 2.
Yes.
Infinity Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Black Panther.
Ooh, yeah, Black Panther's gonna be good.
What the hell is this? Ready Player One?
Ready Player One. No, I'm not looking forward to that. That's gonna bomb.
Is it? Okay, I have no idea. Whatever. Ant-Man and the Wasp. They have 3 Marvel movies this year?
Let me tell you about Ready Player One.
Ooh, Deadpool 2.
Imagine the biggest video game fanfic.
New Tomb Raider. Sorry. Aquaman.
Are you done?
You done?
I have the list in front of me, and whenever I see something, I have to shout its name. Try to continue. Battle and Alita.
Can we kick him? We can.
I think we. But then the chat won't see us.
You can't. I'm the show host. No. Where is it? I don't even.
Okay, but no. Ready Player One is essentially Steven Spielberg took someone's fanfic and decided to make it into a movie.
Well, Ready Player One, yeah, it was a book, and it was the most overglorified Tron. Someone just went with the idea of Tron and said, "Hey, let's add all these video game characters."
Model
but
engines.
none of it really works.
Oh, God. I'm gonna kill this.
I'm gonna kill him.
Get closer to me murdering him. But like, no, yeah, Ready Player One is going to be a marvelous bad experience.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna bomb. And you know what's great about Ready Player One? It already exists, and it's called VR Chat, and it's filled with Ugandan knuckles. So it's great.
I can't.
Speaking of like video game stuff, isn't the next Wreck-It Ralph movie coming out?
Oh yeah, Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet's coming out this year, and that's gonna be that's fun.
That's gonna be oh god, lag.
What
Gonna be-
the hell?
What the hell? What?
Hello. I'm back. I'm back.
Hell?
What the
We're
hell?
lagging. A and Y, what did you do? You broke it. You broke everything. Oh yeah. I'm pissed off about this. They're making a new Mary Poppins movie, and I am very pissed off about this.
You didn't know they were making a new Mary Poppins?
No.
I know that because guess what? Lin-Manuel's gonna be in it, and he's gonna be basically what Bert was, and I'm so happy.
I mean, yes, just in this show, I kind of went there and defended the Jumanji
It's
sequel.
not a remake. It's a sequel because
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 50.
I am furious. No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Keyframe. My Skype is lagging and I'm only hearing every third word here. I am so furious at the Mary Poppins sequel. Mainly because if anyone has seen the movie called Saving Mr. Banks, it's the Disney film about the origins of Mary Poppins, about the author's story, how she really didn't want it turned into a film, how the story is about the real life experiences of her father, and, you know, his deal with alcoholism. And if you know the ending to Saving Mr. Banks, I don't dare spoil it, the ending is really heart-touching, and it's just a fantastic film. So the fact that they're making a sequel to Mary Poppins is disgusting to me. It is corporate greed at its finest. I don't care, you can get back the original cast, you can get back Dick Van Dyke, but the story behind Mary Poppins and its origin is so pure that a sequel is dirty to me. It's disgusting.
But it's based off one of the next Mary Poppins book. It's literally just continuing the book adaptations.
But if you know the story of how much corporate backhand and sly tricks went into getting the first film made, Mary Poppins the first film, and how much that the actual author of Mary Poppins hated the movie.
Yeah, but
Mary Poppins is a good movie, but like
in that case, then so many films wouldn't be beloved, because same thing is with both Willy Wonka movies. Same thing is with The Shining. Same thing is with a lot of things. Writers 90% of the time don't like the adaptations to their films.
Well, I think that the fact that it's been so long since the author has passed away, and I don't know if I heard the news relatively similar to the time where I saw Saving Mr. Banks, but after learning the story behind it, I don't know, man. It's like it doesn't sit right with me at all that they're making a new Mary Poppins movie.
So much for ending on a better note.
Hold on, I could.
Yeah.
Because there's one thing I'm looking forward to 2018. It's not a movie, and in fact, it's better than a movie. The James Webb Space Telescope launches this year, and that's gonna be fucking cool. Because it's 10 times better than the Hubble Space Telescope. We're gonna get hundreds of amazing pictures that are all gonna be 10 times higher quality. We're gonna see space and the galaxy and everything in super HD. And we're going to see all this cool stuff, and it's going to be awesome. And the James Webb Space Telescope is fucking cool in general, and I love it. And I've been excited for it for years.
That is actually legitimately cool. I love space.
Human space exploration.
The other cool thing is, another movie that comes out in 2018 that I'm excited about, Early Man. We're getting a new Aardman movie, and I love Aardman.
Yay! Aardman is great.
Claymation, stop-motion film, and I'm so fucking happy. And it's about cavemen trying to save themselves from basically going extinct by playing soccer, and it's fantastic.
It's football, you plebes.
Well, okay.
I have the feeling that like basically every Artman movie, the plot is probably going to be a little bit like, I don't know, awkward.